Hey guys, this is Seaman Sports, and today we're going to talk about load management. Now, I know that term has become a dirty phrase in NBA circles lately, but I feel like we have to discuss it because it really feels like it's been the main discussion point of a lot of NBA talk early this season. And it confuses me because really it's only one prime player who we're talking about when we're talking about load management, at least when it comes to this season, and that's Kawhi Leonard. We've seen the Spurs do it in the past under Greg Popovich with Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker, where he would rest them on back-to-backs or during some nationally televised games later in their career. We've seen it in the past with some other players, but this year especially, the main topic of discussion has been Kawhi Leonard, especially coming off of a year where he only played 55 games last season, but they won a championship, so the Raptors considered it was worth it. But if you watch people talk about the NBA on TV, if you listen to sports talk radio, if you go on the internet, the hottest discussion right now is not the actual basketball that's being played, but it's about load management. And you could never tell that it's really not that big of an issue right now if all you did was listen or read that kind of information. And yes, it's a hot topic. It's something people want to discuss, and people have really strong opinions on it. And the one thing that I've been trying to figure out this entire time is, do I really have a strong opinion on the subject? And the honest answer is I really don't. I see it from both perspectives. I see as a fan, especially if you're going to a game and you pay tickets to go see LeBron James or Kawhi Leonard or Giannis Antetokounmpo play, part of the reason you're buying that ticket is to go see them play. Part of the reason those tickets are so expensive is to go see those players play. And I get it, you're not guaranteed that they're going to be on the floor. They could suffer real injuries like LeBron did last year with his groin. But if I found out that a player wasn't playing because of load management, I'll be honest, I would feel a little bit cheated out of my money. And I understand why the league hates it for nationally televised games. They promote these games all the time on either ESPN or TNT, and they want to put the best absolute product they can out there. That's what they pay for these television rights. And when they're unable to do that, I don't understand why the league is upset. But I get it from the other side as well. I get it from the player's perspective that they want to be as healthy as they can be come playoff time. That if they're rehabbing an injury, that having those breaks are important. When you look at a player like Kawhi Leonard, he credits a lot of what happened last year in their run to the finals on the fact that he was not pushed too hard during the regular season. And he says if he was pushed too hard, he wouldn't have been able to make that finals run. And these teams are not just trying to sell tickets and be entertaining. This team's goals are to win the championship, and if this is the best strategy to do so, I 100% agree with the team's decision to load manage their players and to rest players on certain games. So what is the NBA going to do about the load management issue? Well, they've already suggested shortening the season a little bit, although it would only be to 78 games instead of 82. They've tried to get rid of back-to-backs, but in all honesty, if a player shows up on the injury report, they can't force them to play if they're the NBA. This also brings up the issue of the 82-game schedule in the NBA, which I think most people at this point all pretty much agree is a little bit too long and a bit archaic. When the NBA talks about shortening their season to 78 games, I really don't think 4 games would make a difference. In my opinion, I think the NBA season should be shortened to 58. You play each team 2 times. But that'll never happen because that's giving up a lot of money through television money, through selling tickets, and it would not only lose money for just the owners in the league, it would also lose money for the players too. And as much as load management as resting could be an issue for the players, it doesn't affect nearly the amount of players that they would be able to give up a lot of those paychecks in pretty much a third of their season. Yes, it would be better for an NBA experience for the season to be shorter. I can absolutely guarantee that. But I don't think that we'll see it anytime soon. And as long as we don't see a dramatic change in the schedule, we're going to continue to have teams who load manage or rest their players. The thing is, though, I really don't think this is that big of a deal as people make it out to be. over the last few years, we're talking about a few players who have, been load managed, who have been resting for certain games. And at the end of the day, these are the star players. These are the people who drive in a lot of the revenue and drive in the excitement. But I don't think it's that big of an issue, and I think it's really overemphasized. And if you look at the season, it's been an incredible NBA season so far. It's more even than ever. A lot of teams have a chance, and yet if you start out talking about the NBA right now, everyone seems to talk about load management. Hey, I'm going to need you guys to not load manage and step up your game and subscribe to my channel, Seatman Sports, and also give this video a thumbs up if you like it. The ball is in your court now, so make sure you support the channel. My name is Jimmy Seatman. This is Seatman Sports, and I'm signing off.